Okay, here we go. This is the version I'm going to release to you guys of my super duper pooper scooper TRS-80gp startup folder. Let's start again at the beginning, just like I did with the other video. If you have a folder full of basic files, you could just drop them onto the icon. Simple. If you have let's say some DOS disks, you can just drop them onto the icon. Sure, sure. No problem. What if you have a folder full, like this? Dropping the folder onto here, yeah, that's not going to do anything. That's why I wrote my batch file. Watch what happens when I drop this folder full of stuff inside an archive onto my batch file here. Which one is the boot image? Number one. That looks like a Model 1 DOS disk. Should I use the Model 1 settings? Yes, you should. And away we go. Now, working once might be a fluke. Let's try another one. This is an inside an archive. Drop a folder that's inside an archive onto here. Which one is the DOS disk? That'd be number 4. And that looks like a Model 1 DOS disk. Should I use those settings? Yes, you should. And away we go. Okay, so far. What happens if I just drop the folder itself? What if the folder is not in an archive? Which one's the boot disk? That looks like a Model 1 disk, right? Correct. Okay, so far. What happens if I archive this? Which one's the boot disk? Number 4. That looks like a Model 1 disk. Yes, it is. Okay. What if these are not in a folder? Okay, I'm going to go through all possibilities here just to show you what it does. And let me stress, if I did anything wrong here, please fix it. Pimp this out. I'm going to release this thing as open source. Do whatever the hell you want with it, but don't sell it, okay? That'd be cold. And if you do modify it, give me credit. At least one line up at the top saying, I stole this from so-and-so. Okay, anyway. Let's see what happens if we just archive this stuff without it being in a folder. And to test that the name doesn't mean anything, let's call it QWERTY. Which one's the boot disk? Number 4. That looks like a Model 1 disk. Yes, it is. Good enough for Model 1. Let's go a little bit deeper in the testing. I'm going to make a new folder. And just to show you that the name doesn't mean a thing, I'm going to call the folder, no, not poop, that's cold. Let's call it QAZSW, whatever. And inside there, I'm going to put, well, let's do something new. Let's put let's put this core disk in there. And let's put a Model 3 LDOS in there. I don't know if this is going to work. I never tried this particular combination of these two disks. Drop it on. Which one is the boot disk? Number 2. That looks like a Model 3 disk. Should I use the Model 3 settings? Yes, you should. Seems okay. Cool. Now I'm going to test something really good, which is the boot disk number 2. That looks like a Model 3, is it? No. I want to run under Model 4 D high end. That looks like a Model 4 to me. I think my super duper pooper scooper script works. Is there anything else I could test? Oh yeah, yeah. Let me give it one more test. Let me grab some out of the Tosec collection. How about Colossal Cave? Colossal Cave. Element. Do I know my alphabet? Not really. Colossal KOL. Colossal Cave version 1.1. Let's drop this on the script. Which is the boot disk? Well, the only one there is. It has no idea what kind of DOS it is. Run it as a Model 1. I would say it works. So, I'm going to release it.